What is up, guys? Movie Dino here, and it is New Year's Eve right now. I'm outside, it's raining, but I just wanted to share 42 movies that I've seen that came out this year. Technically, still this year. But yeah, I just want to share them all. Just saying that I don't have all of them. Like, I haven't seen Maestro, Killers of the Flower Moon, or Blue Beetle, or stuff like that. I haven't seen a couple of those, but let's just start going. Number 42, my worst, is The Flash. Came out in June. Special effects I did not like. Ending I did not like. It was not the best. Next is Rebel Moon, which, of course, you guys all know this one. I talked about it. It's, yeah. The Monkey King is next at number 40. This one is not the best. It's a weird animated movie on Netflix that's just, I don't know, it's just weird. 65 is next, with Adam Driver. They sort of do like a Star Wars / Jurassic Park thing here, and it doesn't really work out. Next is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Yes, that did come out this year. This one it's fine. It's fine. It just doesn't do well. It's okay. It's okay. That's really it. Speaking about okay, number 36 is Shazam 2. I put this above Shazam Fury of the Gods. Sorry, I put this above Ant-Man just because I don't know. I think it had just a bit more heart than Ant-Man did. I didn't really see any heart from Ant-Man. Like, this sort of like, there were more like stuff you could sort of get along. The ending was pretty bad and other stuff was pretty bad, but you could sort of get along with it. Next up, I have Candy Cane Lane at 35. This movie's good. It's not bad. It has some really nice just surprises, but it's very predictable. Very predictable. Next up is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Indiana Jones 5. This being at 34, not the best, but it was fine. The ending really didn't make much sense. It was weird, confusing. Yeah, I love like the first act of it though. If the first act was its own movie, it would have been up in the top 10. It was great, but everything else. Next up, Five Nights at Freddy's. To be honest, I'm not a big Five Nights at Freddy's guy, but I watched it. It wasn't bad, but yeah, I love how it dealt with the lore. The lore was good, but I don't know. The lore was okay actually, not the best, but it was fine. Reviews weren't the best either. Next up, Haunted Mansion. Yes, I did put this higher. Came out in late summer. It was a Disney movie. Actually saw this at a drive-in movie theater, if you remember that video. This was fine. The casting was the best thing. The casting was the best choice out of all this. The actors really went well with each other. The special effects were everything else went. And the plot was not bad at all. It was fine. It was fine. Little Mermaid is next at 31. It was good. It was. I hate saying that I sort of liked it. I didn't have any expectations when going to see it, but it wasn't bad. It was fine. The songs were fine. I liked some of the new ones. Yeah. It was fine. It was fine. That's really all I can say for this. Next up, Fast X. We're getting to the top 30 now. Fast X was good. I actually went into this not seeing any of the other Fast and the Furious movies, and I thought it was good. Special effects were nice. I love the scenes in Madrid and all that, going down like the steps. That was cool. But I don't know. It wasn't bad. I don't really like how they left on a cliffhanger. Like, post the cliffhanger they did too. And then when I saw the ending, like the post-credit scene, I was like, oh, she's alive. I didn't know who that was. And apparently that's just the staple in the Fast and Furious franchise. People dying and coming back to life. So, just because of that, they're sort of lower down on 30. Next up, Migration. This movie's not bad. I saw it like last week. You saw me talk about this. It's not bad at all. It's pretty good. Migration is nice, friendly movie. I love the sound. The soundtrack's pretty good by John Powell. Of course, he did How to Train Your Dragon, which is my favorite soundtrack of all time. but it was very good. I liked it. Next up, Super Mario Bros. I like this just a bit more because I'm a big Nintendo guy. I'm a big video game guy. And it was good. I loved all the Easter eggs. There was so many Easter eggs, and it was great. I'm still finding Easter eggs every time I watch it. It was a really good movie. The plot was bare bones. The timing was bare bones. The script was okay. Casting, I surprisingly worked out well. Seth Rogen was alright. Jack Black was freaking amazing. Chris Pratt was great. Chris Pratt was okay. Charlie Day was good. Charlie Day was very good. Anya Taylor-Joy fit right in. Keegan-Michael Key did the only voice work, but he did good. He's good with that kind of voice work stuff, I guess. Next up, we have the reboot of White Men Can't Jump. Yes, I watched this one with Jack Harlow. It's not bad, but the reason I put it all the way up here is because when I was watching it, the ending hit me. The ending is so melancholic, but like it is, I don't know, I really like the ending. It's just very unique. They have it like at the end and then something happens, but like they still end up winning, and this is all these like feelings, this bubble of feelings in this. It's really, really cool. It really is. Next up, Transformers Rise of the Beasts. I really like this one. I know the reviews weren't the best, but I actually thought it was better than the reviews said. I really liked it. The music was good. I believe this was a new film by a new director as well. I think I know what college he went to. But yeah, it was really cool. I actually liked it. The special effects looked great. The plot was nice. It's just a bare bones Transformers plot. You go to this location, this happens. You gotta go to this location, this happens. It's sort of what happens, but it wasn't bad. Top 25. This is Creed 3. Creed 3 was amazing, man. On the IMAX, saw it in IMAX. The sound design was really good on this one. I should have actually put it higher, to be honest. Creed 3 is very good. The cinematography is amazing, but it's been a while since I've seen it. I have to be honest, that might go up to maybe the top 20, because Creed 3 was a really good movie. The acting by Jonathan Majors was great. Michael B. Jordan, he had decent acting too, but Michael B. Jordan's more of a star. Jonathan Majors, of course, of what happened to him, it's not good, but Jonathan Majors is an actor. He is an actor, and he has acted in this role. And heck, he got billed for it too. Yeah, he looked great. Okay, next up, Dungeons and Dragons. This one was pretty good. It's definitely, I have never played Dungeons and Dragons before, but seeing this, it was actually really cool. The casting was great with Chris Pine and a lot of other actors. It was all pretty good. Special effects were really good. I didn't know, but special effects, man, that was very good. I wonder if it's on the short list. I haven't checked. It might be on the Oscar short list. I don't know. But the special effects were good. The music was pretty good. I loved all the nice like little like bard music type stuff. It was really nice. It's a good movie. Next up is Elemental. I know maybe don't put it up this high, but I liked it. I really did. Elemental was the kind of movie that like you go into it and you easily find out that the trailers did absolutely nothing for this movie. The trailers sucked because they didn't tell you what this movie is about. To be honest, this movie is about a lot of immigration. It's about like immigration and sort of like settling in and other people in this like sort of like everybody accepting their place, which is very unique. That really hasn't been done before, and especially in animated movies. It hasn't been done before in animated movies. But it was nice. I liked it. The music was good. Acting was pretty good. Of course, it looked amazing, being Pixar and all that. But I liked it. It was good. Next up is The Marvels. Reviews were being all the other movies that came out this year from Marvel. But I really liked this one. This one was just a nice, fun time. And the end credit scene, by God, man, the end credit scene, I'm just going to say, introducing the X-Men with Beast, that was cool. I think he's my favorite X-Men too. I love Beast. Beast is great. That was really cool. I was shocked in the theater. I really was. Next up, for 21, we have May December. This I talked about before with Natalie Portman and all that. It was good. It's maybe not for me, but it kept me on the edge of my seat, which is good. That's very good. And if a movie that's even not for you can do that based on all the tension and stuff that's happening, it's a pretty good movie. Next up, Godzilla Minus One. When I saw this movie and it was a subbed Japanese movie, I was like, okay then, sure, why not? But I freaking love this movie. I don't think I almost cried, but like, it was emotional. It was way more emotional than I thought. Special effects were great, by the way. And it was just such an emotional movie. It really bonded you to the characters, and it really did. And it was, oh man, it's a really good movie. It really is. It deserves to be top 20. Number 19, Asteroid City. This one is very good, directed by Wes Anderson. This is wacky, but it's so fun. This movie is great. I love how, I think one of the songs that are on the shortlist, Without the Alien Without That, or something like that. I can't believe that got on. That is insane. It really is. But to be honest, my favorite thing is the music choice on this. Amazing music, and I keep listening to a good amount of it too. It's really good. Of course, the casting was amazing. It all worked well. I might have to watch it again because of just how cool and just how fun it is. Next up is Flamin' Hot. I actually watched this right when I got into college in August. Watched it during the weekend. Just sat down, had a nice protein shake. It was a good movie. It was pretty good. The music was very good, and I just liked the message and stuff to it. It was a real movie as well, like based on a true story. And it was nice. I recommend it. It's on Disney Plus and Hulu, I believe. It is a good movie. It really is. I recommend it to everybody. Nimona is number 17 for me. I had this higher, maybe top 10 earlier in the year, but it moved all the way down to 17. But I really liked Nimona. This movie had a lot of history that I'm not really gonna go into, but look it up if you can. It's a lot of history to this movie, and it's pretty good. It's not bad. I really like it. The style of animation looks great in it. The messages are great, dealing about suicide and like thoughts like that. It's really puts awareness onto that, and I really like the movie because of that. I just don't know if maybe it like fit with that. I feel like they were trying for a lot of comedy, even though this movie has sort of darker. They could have went a bit darker, I think. But I really liked it. I still really like this movie. Number 16, Boys in the Boat. I also talked about this movie, directed by George Clooney. This is a good movie. I really like it. I sort of liked it when I was getting out of the theater, but as I kept like thinking about it more and like reviewing it more, it just got better and better. The music kept getting better and better as well, and I just really liked it. It was just a nice, fun movie, and I think they really portrayed that 1938 style insanely well, especially when they went to the Olympics with the flags everywhere. That I think they did insanely well. Next up is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. This was great. This was just a fun time. The first time I saw this, it was nice, but the second time, man, that's what hits me. Because you know what's happening, so you get to enjoy more parts of it. And that's what I liked even more. It was great. I really liked this one. And I recommend it if you haven't seen it. Next up is Napoleon. Napoleon is a very good movie. I actually thought this was going to be higher on my list before watching it. But it was good. It's just the pacing maybe isn't the best. Like, there were a lot of times where I was sort of just bored. Like, I wanted more stuff to happen. But I think it was very interesting, though. The beginning sunk me in that seat, though. I really loved the beginning there. Getting into number 13 is Barbie. To be honest, you can see me putting Barbie here. You really can. I'm not the target audience for it. You can see that. And yeah, I liked it. It was good. I think Ryan Gosling deserves a nomination at the Oscars, which he'll probably get for Ken. But I was good. It was good. Very unexpected. I did not expect it. I did not. But it was very good. Of course, the ideas I agree with. I agree with to an extent, of course, but I really like it. It's a good movie. Next up, number 12 is Wonka. Wonka, I really liked. Wonka was a good movie. The music is still stuck in my head right now. The songs are great. It's just a nice, fun movie. It's creative. They get creative with it. And I actually watched this a second time. The music of like some of the songs, like later in the movie, the themes of that, like on like piano or something, you could hear that like even earlier in the movie, like when Wonka's by that, by the chocolate shop that he's going to rent later in the movie. The theme of A World of Your Own, which plays when he gets the chocolate shop and he's in the chocolate shop. That's the theme that plays, like the main song that plays. You can hear that theme just in the background. Of course, you don't know that theme yet, but that's cool. I really like that. It's very nice. Next up is John Wick Chapter 4. Man, what a change in attitudes, man. He went from Wonka to John Wick. Okay, John Wick Chapter 4 is such a good movie though. And of course, one shot comes to mind. The shot where they have that massive room, and the shot, just the one take of the camera just moving over the room. Absolutely freaking amazing. And that is why it's almost in the top 10. It's such a good movie. But of course, we're getting to the top 10. It's the final countdown. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 starts us off. This is a really good movie. I really like this movie. This movie, I think I watched a couple times. It's such a good opus for James Gunn. It really is. It just ends it well. And it's good. It's good. You don't really expect to see what you see. You don't really expect to have nobody die. You would think maybe somebody would die, but no, you don't really see that here. But that's not a bad thing. It works. And the ending, man, with Dog Days Are Over, man, the ending is great. I really is. Good job, James Gunn. Thank you. Next up is going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This animated movie was sort of higher on my list, but I sort of brought it down. This is good. It's a really good movie. The comedy is absolutely amazing. Referencing pop culture like Mark Ruffalo, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It really is good. And I think it deserves to be a nomination in the Oscars for animated feature. It really does. And I sure hope it is. Next up is Poor Things. You heard me talk about this before. It's a good movie. It really is. It's a blast. Mark Ruffalo deserves a nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Man, I gotta do a video about this. All Best Supporting Actor nominations, because there's a lot of them. There is. Heck, Willem Dafoe might be in here as well. But Mark Ruffalo, man. He deserves my performance. That was good. Very good. Very good movie. Number 7, Tetris with Taron Egerton. I really like this movie. Being a video game guy, I really liked it. It just was great. And a lot of tension, a lot of all that. The music was great by Lauren Balfe. That was great. I hope I'm saying that right. The music was really good. Everything else worked completely well with it, and I really like it. It was a good movie. Next up is Air, Courting a Legend. This movie, man, this is good. With Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. This movie talks about Michael Jordan signing with them and what they actually had to do. This is based on a true story as well, and it's insane just seeing what they had to do. It reminds me a lot of Winning Time, that TV show, which I freaking love. As you remember last year, me putting it on my favorite TV show of that year. I think it was 2 years. I don't know when it was, but I really love this. It was a very, very good movie, and yeah, it deserves to be in this top 10. Okay, number 5, The Creator. I know, a lot of you guys aren't gonna like me for this, but I really liked it because of the world building. They really designed the world in such a good way. And then I feel like the tension, it sort of hit. It hit for me. Maybe it didn't hit for other people, I'm guessing, but it hit for me. Everything sort of hit for me. I was mesmerized. The sound design was amazing too. I could hear just different stuff in each part of the theater, and that's insane. That is insane for me. That is really cool. Next up, number 4, Gran Turismo. I know you guys might not agree with this because it was getting reviews of 68 or 70, but I really like this movie. I really do. Gran Turismo, again, another video game, so I do those types of things, but it's such a good movie. I love the editing in this, the sound design, but the editing, how they go fast-paced with everything. It works perfectly, and I really like it. It works amazingly well. Next up, number 3, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. This movie is great. Even watching it back is amazing. Just seeing just the designs of animation that they did for this. It should probably win Best Animated Feature in the Oscars. I don't really know though, and it could get the Best Picture nomination. I hope so. I don't know. And I think it's a really good movie. I really like this movie. And I know it's getting dark, so all you can see is like my shadow, but I got 2 more left, so let's do that. Number 2, Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is it is so good. It's a 3-hour movie with amazing acting and just amazing tension overall. But this 3-hour movie, just how it goes so fast. I felt like it was 2. Of course, I only seen it one time. I'm going to see it another time whenever I can find it. But it is such a good movie. I really like this movie. The acting is amazing by Cillian Murphy and Robert Downey Jr. The use of black and white and color, and the production design, set design, editing, music by Ludwig Göransson, absolutely amazing. Christopher Nolan. This is his best movie of all time. It might not be people's favorites, but it is mine. And number 1 is The Boy and the Heron by Hayao Miyazaki. This movie, I was moved when I came out of the theater here. I was definitely stunned. I was speechless. Not as speechless as Oppenheimer. I was very speechless for Oppenheimer, and a couple of my friends can actually vouch for that. But The Boy and the Heron, though, The Boy and the Heron is really good, and I really like it. I love the themes in this, the struggles of loss and how they cope with that, and of course the score should be nominated for Best Original Score. This score is absolutely amazing by Joe Hisaishi. This score is absolutely amazing, and it's great. And of course it looks amazing too. And of course the dubbing as well by Robert Pattinson, who I didn't even know was the Heron. Of course Dave Bautista with the Parrot King was great. Who else? Mark Hamill. Luca Padovan as well, which never really gets any billing, but Luca Padovan was great as well. He played Mahito. Of course, Christian Bale being the father, that was great as well. There were so many good just performances. Florence Pugh, of course. It was great. It was such a good movie. Yeah, it was amazing. Well, that's it. And that is a wrap on 2023. So I have a job for you now. Go to the comments and tell me, what was your favorite movie of 2023? Did I say it? And what do you have problems with? I would like to know it. I would like to have just a nice conversation. Don't yell at me in the comments. I know, this is my opinion. Remember that. These are my opinions. I know you have different opinions. And that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to yell at you for putting Barbie at number 1. I'm not. So please, I would love to hear that. And I want to talk about it with you. It's fun talking about and seeing other people's opinions. It's great. Okay, well, anyways, I hope you guys had a very good holiday, and I hope you guys have a very happy New Year's. And yeah, let's hope 2024 can be even better than this one was. Movie Dino, over and